it's like true now, so it feels good.
What else do you have written in this notebook?
A lot of like just like mental repetition stuff. I go like day to day, write down how I feel, write down my AM and PM routine, and just my goals for the day. You know, trying to be the best brother, be the best boyfriend, and be the best son that I can be every single day. So.
And in terms of the actual fight, it was pretty dominant. You were keeping him at range, but it seems like you've heard him a few times. And we could hear your corner saying like, keep him at range, keep his state and everything. Was there any point in the fight that you just wanted to just rush in, maybe and kind of put him away? But it seems like there were moments you hurt it pretty bad.
Yeah, you know, I don't really. It's weird. Like when you're in there, you don't recognize it until like afterwards. Like I recognized like 3 times that they were telling me he's hurt, and I'm just like, damn, you know, I really wish I could like just zone in and focus in and see that. But that all takes experience, you know. Every single time I'm getting into the cage, I'm focusing in more on what's happening, and then I'll get there soon enough. So.
And then just watching your strikes, your left hand, it just seems like you would kind of hook it up through his guard, and then you kind of use it to plant your feet and then set up your next strike. So that's something you knowingly brought into this fight, or is that something you always?
No, it's something I've always done. I've always threw my left hand and planted right off of that with something else. So my coaches always instilled in us that we can't just throw one strike at a time. We got to throw multiple. So. Yeah.
And is there any sort of bragging rights considering this is kind of a battle between two Pennsylvania natives?
I mean, not really. I mean, he lives in Germany, so I mean, I saw that he's from Pennsylvania, but I'm like, dude, you're from Germany. You've been living there for a while now, so that's my state.
One final one. Did you walk out to Rocksteady?
Yes, I did.
Why that song?
I saw a video on Instagram of a guy dancing to it. I can't think of his name. Zach Piona, I think it is. He was dancing to it, so shout out to Zach. And I love the song, so I was like, all right. And my buddy sent me it, and he was like, dude, you got to come out to this. So I was like, all right, cool. Thank you.
Kyle, over here to your left. How would you rate this performance, and how did it play out as compared to what you were expecting?
Well, I expected for it to be a lot quicker and for it to finish earlier. But your fights never go to plan when you get in there. From all my 10 victories that I have, I don't rank this one very high. I'm very hard on myself to make sure that I get the finish and to make sure that I'm dominant every single time I go in there. I felt like I was dominant, but I did get caught in some positions that I shouldn't have got caught in. So it's just things to work on.
Is that more of a factor on why it didn't go fast, or was this opponent maybe a little bit better than you did?
No, he's very tough. You know, he's 13-1. It's not like he's no slouch by any means. But I'm confident in my ability to go in there and finish every single time. And when it doesn't happen, you know, it for some fighters, when they go in there and they don't finish, it mentally drains them and they lose the fight. But you know, for me, when I go in there and if I don't get the finish, I don't get the finish. It's no big deal. But I'm going to work for it every single time, even if the time doesn't come.
Excellent. Last one for me. Were you ever in any danger with those leg locks? What was your feeling when you got in them?
I wouldn't say no. I say I got tagged at the end of the second round, I believe it was. He hit me with a good hook, and I think that actually hurt me more than the leg locks did, but yeah.
How soon do you think you're ready to go? Yeah.
I think early next year I'll be ready to go. I want to take a little bit of time, go to Disney World with my girlfriend, and just have a good 8-week camp.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Why did you get up and walk away with 7 seconds? It seemed like it was more like a merciful move, right? You weren't exhausted or anything.
No,
he looked like he had enough, and you just kind of like, yeah, just ride it out.
It's a split-second decision, so you know, when the bell rang and 10 seconds left, I knew I won the fight. I knew I was dominant in the fight, so I didn't want to get in there and get caught or get tagged or anything like that in 10 seconds. You know, we've seen worse. We've seen guys get hit with knees 7 seconds into the fight and things. Other things that have happened, so I don't want to run any risks in there when we fight.
Yeah, man, I was thinking like he doesn't need another one. But part of me was also thinking like, well, we know how these judges are. Like maybe they hear the 10-second warning and they just barely look up and start paying attention. But obviously they scored it for you, totally dominant. So awesome performance.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.